Welcome to Dyson Sphere Program. My name is Nilaus. This is episode 15 of our Let's Play campaign. We're going to be talking about some grand scale designs across multiple systems today. Well, we're not just going to talk about it, we're also going to set it up. So what we did last time was we just tested out the warpers. We got to a new system, Anchor system. I'm just going to have a look at it just in case you've somehow forgotten since yesterday, or I have forgotten Anchor. It's called Anchor. That one. We don't know much about it theoretically, but it has a lot of good things, but it doesn't have any water or oil. But aside from that, it's great. It does have sulfuric acid ocean. It's a very small ocean, but it's an ocean nonetheless. It'll give us plenty of sulfuric acid. So before we go in, I want to talk about plastic I want to talk about oil because oil is a bit of a rare resource. It is a rare resource that you have on the starter planet, but not really anywhere else. So what I've done is I've set all my oil to be providing into large buffers and available to the network. Because I kind of know that if I look at the map view, crude oil is limited. It's 33.82. I have some upgrades here. And that one, which gets us out here, 78.07 ore consumption. That also counts for was it mining speed? No, mining speed 140. Yeah, okay, so I have 140 speed, and that means I have 38 times 1.4 mining speed. That means I have about 53 oil per second. That's the maximum I can ever get out of this. Well, not ever, but until I have the next ones and get into the infinites as well. So that's a bit of a challenge right now, or that's basically something that's constrained. Let's take a look at what that means in terms of what we can do, because we are going to be doing a massive scale oil production, and I think it's really interesting the way that oil works, because you can kind of just do substitute products, or you can use it. So you can use oil for power. Don't do that. I mean, you can do it until you need it for something better. And I think it's just super interesting. By the way, there's a new patch out, so some things are just woefully broken, unfortunately. Like shifting there, shift click doesn't open up another copy. It opens the window, which is super annoying. So there's going to be a lot of these things, but on the good side is that we now have upgrade function here. We can upgrade buildings, and yeah, we can upgrade buildings and we can upgrade belts. There's also the mass deconstruct where you can do. Actually, I'll show you the mass update first. It's pretty cool. There. And then if I click update and then I hold shift, then it upgrades the whole belt. Then the whole belt is upgraded. Now I want to delete it. I can delete as usual, or I can hold shift and then delete the entire thing. Very, very nice. Unfortunately, there's a little glitch about the copy function here. So what we also need, and we're gonna just get some of these things in here. So this is not for a building, this is just for visualization about oil. So the oil process goes like this. Crude oil can only be refined with this formula, the plasma refining. So that's where you get refined oil. Refined oil is going to be the key ingredient here. Refined oil can be used. This is what we did for our red science, and you can use the refined oil and get it into some graphite and some hydrogen, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't even want to do that because I have more coal and I have infinite hydrogen, so I don't want to use my refined oil for that. I don't mind doing it now because I have enough, but I need to think about it. If I, for example, or when I need to scale up my reds, then I'm gonna not scale it up using plasma refining. What are we going to use the oil for? It's going to be used for a few things, namely plastic. So that plastic takes 2 refined oil for every 1 plastic. That's a lot. And the next one, oh, was that the first one? Yeah. The next one, you can use it for sulfuric acid. This takes a lot. It takes 6 for every 4, so that's 1.5 each. And more precisely, you could actually say, oh, this one does copy. Some of them don't copy, some copy. I don't know. And here, what are we going to use the sulfuric acid for? Because that's the part. It's actually going to be used initially for graphene, and also further down the line, it's going to be used for, up here, the titanium alloy. So that's where we basically have our options. Oh, right, one more thing. That, see, again, I have to double click it to get up there. Well, it's slightly annoying, but we'll live with it until they come back from their New Year's. Organic crystal is another thing that takes plastic and additional. So each plastic takes 2 refined plus 1 more. So actually you need 5 refined for every organic crystal. So this is your big issue. And of course this one's used for, and where is that? That's used for that one. Let's get that one in, and that's used for these. Now these are used for, there we go. They're used for the yellow science, as we did, but they're also going to be used for the Casimir crystals that we're going to use soon. Unless we have the other stuff. And boom, there, that one. This one here is from rare ore with natural use precision optical components, optical grading crystal. Okay, yeah, so if we have optical grading, we can do Casimirs that way. But this means that this is what you need oil for, and that's the only way. So we did fire ice, so we don't need graphene anymore. Graphene is now taken out of the oil loop. That's excellent. Now we have the location that we're going to work to today is actually going to be sulfuric acid. Boom. So we don't need to make it into sulfuric acid. That means all of our oil will go into plastic and subsequently organic crystals. Organic crystals can be found mined on some planets. I haven't found one yet, but I've seen that it can happen. So probably something really far away or special type or something. I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments. But for now, that means all of our oil will have to go into plastic because there's no other way to make plastic. So that's the whole point of what we can do. And then if we just look at it, if I have 33.82 oil per second with productivity, let's just assume that we could have 60 per second. That means since this one is consuming 2, that means if I want to have a full belt of plastic, that would take every single bit of oil on my planet or in my entire system, and it wouldn't be enough. And then I wouldn't have anything left for the crystals. So that is the essence of why we are going to do the lava crystals. Why we're going to ship sulfuric acid between systems, because that frees up oil for the only thing that can only be made by oil. So what we have here is our hub. That was just to wrap up the objective of this. I think it's super important to know that, because otherwise it's like, okay, why don't you just build that? Because I actually have a very limited amount of oil, and as I scale up, yeah, that's what I'm gonna need. I want to make 30 oil per second, 30 plastic per second. It's a lot, but I want it. So what do we have here? This is our sort of more advanced hub with all these stations, and you can see they're building. I've also set up one for making water pumps because you know you're gonna need it. And what I've also done is I have right on this one. This one is requesting the space warpers, and we did that setup last time, and then it goes around and then it actually loops. I don't think I want to loop it. What if I do shift? Then it takes this segment, and takes that segment, because I don't need to loop it back. Just get it in there. And from here it also goes to the outer loop so that they are also available, such as these things. We're going to use those a lot more. Ooh, they don't stack very well, do they? No, they don't. Right, so now we have all of those in our network. The next thing I want to set up in the network is actually the accumulators, because I want to make sure that we can actually get request accumulators anywhere in the world, and that's why we need to fly there. So if you see the accumulators, just point at them and then I'll drop down there. No, it's kind of close to this. There it is. Oof, not a lot of space. Right, another thing that I have done is I've taken every single deposit on this planet and every single deposit on my lava planet, and they're now hooked up to logistics. So they're being provided to logistics. Should make things a lot simpler. This one will be requesting warpers. Not a lot of warpers. There, definitely don't provide them, and definitely request them. So that will make sure that we have now warpers available here. That means these can warp out and warp back with their that also, unfortunately, I don't know if that's unfortunate, we can provide, we can accidentally, if we request coal, we can ship coal inter-solar system wise. Not great. The next one I want to make sure is that I want to make sure that over here, this is our sort of a planetary requester location. This is all the stuff we request off planet. It has to be requested here. Only the stuff, and okay, that one's also being used for some stone, whatever. And this one, so all of these are requested off planet. We really want to make sure that what we request from off planet is also able to be requested from outer system. There. And I'm gonna again take 100. This will not be a supply, and it'll be linking the four of these together here. It's nice that you can daisy chain up. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh no. Shift. I'm gonna get used to that one pretty damn quickly. The shift to delete all. Very, very nice convenience feature. Can't believe I did that. But it does have some quirks. Like, it has a tendency to open the window. How is it? Yeah, they open this window quite a lot. I don't know exactly why, but it does seem to do that. So here we have another one that can request if we have something we want to request from off-world. And go away, go away, go away. We don't want any of those. And let's see. I want to make a few of these and a few of these in here. Good. So what we've done now is basically take everything on this planet that we want to have available. Well, there's a bit of something else. Like, wouldn't it also be nice if we could, just theoretically at least, provide this one outbound? I think that would be nice. Yeah. I think there's a few more things that we want to just, because what if we're stuck on the other system and we suddenly don't have any glass or don't have any stone? That would suck. There. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put some of these in here, and we're going to request just a teeny tiny bit. And this is why you generally don't want to use the last one here, unless you want to belt between all of these locations. So I'm going to use 4 and keep the last one empty. And that means that one, do we want to get, I don't want to get copper from here because copper is dead. I'd actually want to get copper inbound from another location. Then let me see if I can actually do that. It's not. It's going to be local supply and global demand. That means again I need. What? Oh, slots are full. Okay, there are. Okay, chillax there. That one. So this is now being requested from the lava planet that has plenty of coal. So that should be good. We're going to get it in here. This could also potentially warp it out here, but that means we have that available. I don't think we have iron available. We have steel available. That's here. And we have, I don't know why I'm not doing just a proper one for this. I'm gonna test if we have iron available. We do. Okay. And then I'm not gonna do it. And I'm do that. There you go. Okay, so we do have iron available, but iron, copper, steel, stone, glass. Yeah, that seems like the basic stuff we need, just in case I'm running out of something and want to build it myself. Cool. All right. So what I want to do now is I want to make sure that we go to the lava planet and set up just a few things. So we request our crystals. Our warpers there. We're just gonna make sure that we actually have the warpers available. And I build it too close. And I build it too close to this location. I remember that one. These are being provided globally, so that's good. And it's just absolutely slowly accumulating towards 2000. I know that this is an inefficient recipe, but it still works. And I have tons and tons of these graviton lenses for now because I'm not starting green. So let's jump to the lava planet. Kappa Sagittari 1. And, well, I'll just see you guys there. And we're here on the golf ball. So what is also really interesting about this one, it is now complete. The grid is everywhere. Every single mining deposit is hooked up to a tower, and the entire planet is paved. This is a perfect planet. Not from an environmental perspective, but from yeah, also just for FYI on some of the things that it can do. What we did set up together was this one, the green turbines, but it also has a lot of copper, which is the stuff that we're now providing back to location. But it also has, let's see, is it this one? No, this is the steel, which is also nice. There we go, that's the one. Oh yeah, so we have 14 million iron on this planet and 18 million copper. This, my friends, is 240 iron per second. That should be helping us provide stuff for our needs. But this is the whole point, is this one is requesting and providing. So all of these things here, they really should be requesting these at a very minuscule amount, not supplying and just local demanding it. There. So if I want to make silicon from this system available anywhere, yes, that's what I should, then I should do that. And do I want to make copper available? Oh yeah, I absolutely do. So again, over on this one, we're going to request it here. I'm deliberately setting all this up before I'm requesting anything inbound, because I don't really want them to be, I want to set this up. So that's silicon and copper. What else do we want? We want the iron and the steel. Yeah. Also, let's set iron and steel up. Oh, crystals, don't know what that. But this is also an iron location. Yeah, but it's not the good iron location. This is the steel location. So this one should be here. And not supplying, but local demanding. Yes. And what? Oh, this one. This one is the sexy one. Oh no! No! Oh no! I can't. Oh, damn it! I am so careless. No, I can't request it here. Some idiot decided to take all of these things on one location. Damn it! Who does these kind of things? See, this is why you don't do that. Ah, man. Yeah. Damn it. Because I want to provide the solar panels, obviously, to another location. This one is requesting, do I really drag a belt out? I can't even drag a belt out from this one. Oh, I can drag, oh, I can go above and... Oh, the horror. Alright, I'm gonna have to fix this. And so we now fixed it. Yeah. What I also did, and this is something I've seen guides that about the super awesome feature that you can take infinite stacks and pick them up like this, and it's super awesome, and you go somewhere else and you can put them in here. Yeah, that's all fine and good, but you know what? It doesn't work if the item is a building. So if once you pick up something like this, and you empty here and you have it in hand, you can't open a new tower again. So you're gonna be stuck holding, let's hypothetically say, holding 3,000 solar panels in hand, and there's just nothing to do. You can hold them in hand and they're still there, but at some point you want to click on something and you can't, because as soon as you can't click on this one because it'll try to place it on top, and if you right click, poof, they're gone. So hypothetically you could lose like 3,000 solar panels like that, and that's of course not relevant to us because we wouldn't make mistakes like that, but hypothetically. So what the last one is, we want to go to the iron location and set that one up to request as well, local requests, and I think that is the one. Yep, we really shouldn't have two of those requesting, just make it here. I love that it goes up to minus 70 or something, that it does something weird there. That one's good, and then I'll take it from this location. And go into the other one. So these will also be provided, so they can provide outbound, local, global. This one also here. Great. The only thing we now have, the remaining, is actually just setting up the global demand. Okay, I'm just not a great flyer. There we go. And I need to go, where the hell is my This is around where I want to go. Yeah, the equator. And this is, I have like my default starting there. It was so close to where I started. This is like the default starting. This is where I kept all of those things, and I think one of these towers is just requesting stuff. What is this one doing? Yeah, I'm gonna show you this. This one was just left. So you can't click on a building because it'll just try to put things behind. Now luckily I still have these available, but I can't click on a building now. So I have to be able to have it in my inventory. Just FYI on that one. There. Okay, so you can request. I'm gonna pick up a few of these because I know I'm gonna need them maybe somewhere later. I'll take a few. Whoa, that's a lot. That is an obscene amount of things that has been put in here. There. That one. Do we want some of these? Yeah, let's make sure we have some. 23 sounds about right. And I will request. This one seems to be the perfect location to request it internationally. How is this one not having anything here? That's so weird. Oh, because these are never going to be requested out, but they will be now. There, and I'm going to request here, and I'll just take 200 inbound. This will be a local supply, global, remote demand. Boom, it's coming in 600 because that's the how much can be carried on these. Minimum load of vessels. See, I've set it down to 30, but apparently the other one, the outbound one, isn't going to do it. So we're going to just sit here and wait until this one comes in. Just going to wait, and then we'll see it being distributed, and then we're good to go. And here we have it. It's coming in. Great. And immediately they go out, and you will see that the warpers are now being sent out in all directions. And here that one's probably coming in for picking. There are some warpers going out. There's one coming in for requesting warpers. Yeah, all of them are coming in. Warpers. Where are they? Where are they? There they are. There they're flying out. There they're flying out. Great. It works. All I need to do now is make sure that I actually have enough fuel. Barely, but that's fine. I don't need much fuel. I'm going to leave to the anchor planet or system because that's where we're going to set up our next build. And that's where we're going to be requesting all the stuff to go there. So here we are. That is the anchor system. I will see you guys there. We're going to be just punching in on the hyperdrive. So I'll see you there. See you there. Alright, so you can see there's a bit of a change of plan. We are not at the right location. We're at Gedi Prime, the Harkonnen homeworld. That's not a great place to be, by the way. I just love this. That's not because we want to do that, but this is kind of halfway on our way there, because I can't jump 8 light years all the way up to Anchor. So I thought, you know what? How about just making a little resupply station here at Gedi Prime? And I'm going to do that at the North Pole because that's the only place I know where it is. This one should be the North Pole. And let's get a construction build here. Alright, so the point here is that I want to just build a small location here that's just purposed for just resupplying when we come back. So I'm going to start by making one of these, so we should be able to see what's going on. Not to request anything. I could request something extra. I'm not going to request anything. What I'm going to do is I am going to set up some accumulators. I'm going to set up like a pattern of these. This will be my charging station, and we're going to sort of set it up as close. You goddamn kidding me. I forgot to bring wireless power poles for charging. Okay, I guess I am requesting something to this horrible location. Damn it. There's just no way we'll get things right here in the first try. But that's why this is exactly why I do this. I do this because I know I'm gonna forget things, and because I forget things, it's gonna be fine. So I just do a request. This is actually going to be our first warp inbound, and it's coming in already. Nice. Let's see if it comes in. And in the meantime, I can set up the construction for all of this. So what I want to do is I want to make some solar panels so we can get some power. And what I want to do aside from this is I want to make, aside from solar panel, take you out. And I want to take some solar panels. I want to take some accumulators so that this one, I pick the one that's closest to the sun. It's a nice bright sun. Then it'll charge the accumulators so that I can land here and be recharged. It's nothing major, it's just a small thing. So let's just put it down and we'll see. So while I've been making my little resupply station, the ship has come in and we now have all we want here, and I'm going to take that out. I'm going to mainly take it out because I want this beautiful pattern to continue, but also, yeah, so what I want to do here is actually just make some chargers. As I said, I want to make those, could I just make those right in here? I mean, I think it's pretty cool to have one of these satellite things in the middle, just to make it maybe more visible from coming in where I'm supposed to go. I don't know, even if I just misplaced it. Yeah, let's do that. There, let's get it up there. And then I'll just build it out here. I'll build my charging location. Let's build it sort of in a compact manner. Too close to another power facility. How close can we make it? Yeah. It has to be moved ever so slightly out. I want to make like the optimal side. Did I just misplace all of this? Oh yes, I did. Ha! I did it in the wrong place. Oh dear. Now I've moved the perimeter one out, and I just have a few solar panels left. Oof, good. And I have my charging setup that's as good as it can get. Unfortunately, these two don't want to be closer because of the curvature. I could move it further down where the tiles are bigger, but yeah, that's not really worth it. So we are just here to make a very small little thing, and that one. Let's actually try to build these as actual items in the world. I have only used them as sort of batteries, but they should work like this as well. And they are actually hooking up really nicely. They have an incredibly long range. Ooh, no. Yep, let's hook that up. That makes sense. Wow, I had one remaining. That is so nice. And these are full. Accumulators are full. The network is pretty damn good. All I need is just a tower here, just so that I can request should I feel so inclined. I'll just put it here. I don't think I want to request anything, but now I have it. And somehow that decided not to be powered. There we go. Okay, so the point of this is I will now come to this location, to Gidi Prime 1. I should have a pretty clear idea where it is as I get closer. And that will be enable me to fly much easier to Anchor, which is now 5 light years away, and this is 5 light years. So instead of going 8 light years, I'm actually going 5 plus 5. I still think that's good because I can't jump 5. The irony is that on this planet, I actually have the sulfuric acid I don't want, but that would be too damn easy if I did it here. So I am going to leap up and go to my next facility to Anchor, and let's see if we can just get up there and find it. Finding things up here in the world is super difficult. He said finding it immediately. Awesome. All right, so let's punch it, and I will see you at Anchor System. And we are here by our nice blue friend. And I saw that number 3. I think it's number 3. We can just have a look at that one. That's number 3. Nope. Fractal silicon. Nope. Oops, that's definitely not the one I wanted. Anchor 3. So it wasn't Anchor 3. Which one was it then? Anchor 2? So very good. Okay, it was Anchor 2. So let's set a course for Anchor 2 and to speed up. And then we'll get there. Let's see you when you land. And we're here at our new home. Boom. This was my panic movement of just clearing my inventory before I lost some things. Let's see. Didn't we build something at the North Pole? Yep, we did something in North Pole, so turn that way. That's north, I think. It increases north. There we go. So we have now arrived at our new home away from home. And let's see what we have here. We have some warpers. That's always nice to have a bit of warpers. And what we do not have is actually a collection of chargers. So let's get that. That's gonna be nice for us here. And we can start leaching the power out of the batteries. There. How did that one just work so much better than the other one? Alright, whatever. Let's see. Can I get all of them? Not quite. Almost. There we go. Nope. Yeah, it's close enough. And we should be charging up really quick. Power is obviously not a problem. This one is obviously not a problem, I hope. I lost my storage. Yeah, so maybe it is a problem. Okay, what we're gonna do here is start requesting things, and that means we also need to build sort of a more expansive network of towers, and so that we can request things that we want to do for our building. What we will do though is the first thing we want to do is find some sulfuric acid. Nope. The first thing we want to do is request some. This feels so weird. Like the first thing we're requesting is water pumps, the most irrelevant thing we're gonna be warping across the world to. And I know I could have picked it up, but that would have been too easy, right? Too damn easy. I'm gonna request this. Yeah, I get 100 water pumps. Yep. And we're also gonna request all sorts of other things now that we are here. But the water pumps is the first thing. I wonder where we actually have the water. It says that my solar energy is nice. What should we do with that information? Sulfuric acid, 99, so it's 1%. That's stuff like this one. This is where we will put in our water pumps. So let's see. I'm gonna hook up all of these things, and I don't think that's particularly engaging. What I would like to see though is if we can see on the map view, if we can see the one that's inbound. Yeah, there it is. We can actually see it inbound. Nice. I wonder if they should be able to get all the way here. And yeah, I'm gonna be waiting for this one to come in. And I have no idea where it is. But then I'll be setting all of these up to do requesters. Let's just wait for it to come in. Here we go. That was our delivery of water pumps coming in. And I don't think I want any of these anymore. So I'll just take that out. And oops. Yep, I got some water pumps. I want all them water pumps. There we go. Not sure I want these anymore. Alright, let's go and do this. So the first thing we want to do is actually do the stuff that is most important. First of all, the first things we want to do is I want to find all of my what is it called? Meridians, the ones that go all the way down. That's going to be here, here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. And now I can build. If it was Factorio, I would definitely be landfilling the edges, but I don't feel confident about how these landfills work. So each of these are now producing about 1 every second. So I should be able to hit 30 of these, because why wouldn't I want 30 of these? How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. I don't see a point of not making a full belt. That's 16. Come on. Need foundation support. Okay, so it can be built here, but it somehow can't. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, I can only have 28 around this one. That's a disaster. I think I'll manage. This is all done, and now I just need to power it all the way up. I wonder how close or how far can these one reach to each other? Would it make sense to build it like here? Do we want to just only build these? Maybe? Oh, you know what I could do? I could maybe do that at the nodes instead. Like, that's a node. And that's a node. Of course, it's not even enough, but it could be good. And that's a node here. And that one is. And then it gets a bit too close, but that doesn't matter. Yeah. Looking good. And do we have things working? We have a silly amount of sulfuric acid. Silly amount. There we go. And I'm going to be providing it globally. So the reason why I had to go back was actually because I did not have anything inbound, and I want to see this going inbound, and there we go. 600, immediately we're starting requesting it. And when it goes to 1200, immediately I'm gonna request another one. That is gonna be so nice. I probably should put it into some boxes first, or some... Yeah, I think so. It'll just look nicer. Oh, shift. Do I have any? Yes, I do. Yeah. And let's see if this one accrues or not. It probably will accrue because it's gonna get started here. But I'm happy getting 30 per second in. That's what I was aiming for. 30 per second. I'm happy. And this one, do we have the first ones coming in? Not yet. But they should be en route, and I'm gonna go out here and look at. There they are. They're actually super quick, super close. There it is. That's our first pickup of sulfuric acid from across the system. This silliness knows no bounds. Right, that one I don't think I want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set up some requesters here so that we can come back to this at any given time and do what we want. The first thing I want to do is either we should request some deuterium fuel to fuel into this one. That's one option. Alternatively, I should transition to using solar panels by using the accumulators and shipping those back and forth. And I actually prefer that because then I can harness the power of solar on this planet as well. Though obviously this one has a high solar, so at some point someone should probably just clean this planet out. Yeah, so I'm gonna set up the requesters here, and then we'll be ready to head back. We've now put a bit of infrastructure on this planet, and if the first planet had a bit of virus vibes to it, the lava planet had a bit of Death Star vibes to it, then I think this one has a bit of Hellraiser vibe to it, with all these pins sticking out. What I did was just, I got carried away. You know me and my symmetry, so if you have here, that what I'm doing is just setting it up so I use the delimitation here. Those were the ones I had, the satellite power. They don't really do much in terms of do anything except sort of delimit the blocks. They are just, right now the quadrants, 1, 2, 3, 4 quadrants here. Not all the way down to the equator, but pretty much close. So I just did that. What we're also seeing is that we have completely run out of power. All the deuterium we brought in is gone. It's less than ideal because someone has put in an awful lot of these locations, and I don't know if they're actually charging when they come back these down here at our sulfur plant. But we are certainly still providing. But now things are slowing down because we don't have enough power. What I need to do now is get stuff in here, and what I'm going to get in here is I'm going to start over on this one because this is up power. I have not set anything up to request yet, but I'm going to do that now. So we're also going to request accumulators. The point of this is I want to make sure that I have everything available on these planets. When I make a new planet, I want to make sure that I request everything. It's a bit over the top, but it's a one-time investment, so just it's really convenient. And as you've seen, I tend to forget things, so this is probably good. So we start by requesting this demand. Should be coming in. This one also remote demand. This one will be remote supply, so we start by getting some power inbound. We are then going to take this part here. I'm going to hold shift, take all of that out, and get it from here. So just so we can get some power in back in here. Over to that side. And I still think I have a few of these left, right? Yeah, I do. Do I have more? I have 5 more, so let's take those. And the powers. Inbound, inbound, and inbound. Or so daisy chain them. You can daisy chain, in this case, as many as you like. And this one will cover that part. This one cover these. They do have a small area around. Someone mentioned that. So when this one comes in, they will automatically go in here and start fueling, and that should help speed things along. Let's start on the inner side on what we want. I've set all the conditions here, basically, and let me see. No, let's start here. This is basically the power. What do I want from power? I want these things. So request, 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 request. Then this is basically number 2, the resource gathering things here. And this is number 3. No, this is number 4. This is number 3, the logistics. Remote demand, remote demand, remote demand, remote demand, and remote demand, but no supply. There. Power off, cannot charge. Really? Doesn't matter, don't charge then. Also, this one shouldn't be here. And this one, maybe they've been nerfing something. And I am going to request this. Just a few, which I'll then feed around to the other one. This is basically number hotkey number 4, storage. And we go over to the production plant, which is the chemical plants actually. Everything is not working. Everything is not working, but that should be, it shouldn't be a problem unless they fix that in the latest release. Maybe they watched my videos and went like, you know what, that's not how things are supposed to work. Did that? I have remote demanded this one, but I'm not getting it because I did not remote supply it from the other one, or didn't get the warpers. I wonder if I can actually just put in some warpers here and put in, let's put a few more warpers in. Hand feeding the warpers, and see if they will then go out. Now, yeah, then they'll fly up from here. That's fine. Okay, and they'll use the charge, but they can't charge anymore. So I'm going to be building this one. No, I'm not. I'm going to request everything here. Request, request, request. That's the logistics part. This one was... Somehow that one's not being requested. Doesn't matter. That's not the most important. This one is sort of advanced stuff. We don't even have this vertical launch facility yet. Doesn't matter. We want to request it so that when we have it, we'll get it, because this is where we're going to build our Dyson Sphere on this planet. And here we have the chemical plants, also stuff like that. Chemical plants, refineries, particle colliders, and research labs, because maybe we'll move the research here. There. So all of this is working, and look at that. Let's just going in and out like crazy. Things are coming in. It's working brilliantly, except for the power. But I mean, it might not be the first time you've seen me playing Factorio with, or let's say a building game, and accidentally kind of forgetting to do power, or letting it sort of slide into creation. Okay, so I have to be really, really careful about this, because wow, did I get a lot of comments about one of these being one of these not being hooked up. And I hooked it up myself later on, but boy did I get a lot of comments. So I'm gonna be absolutely sure I hook everything up here, otherwise I'll just be flooded. Well, you know what, comments are good. Comments are, that's engagement on the videos, so that's good. And there we go. Now that's desperately trying to keep up. There. Oh, I don't have more. Copy, paste. Paste, those are just the ones that I just happen to have with me. There. Ah, this opening, not unconditionally great. How many? 34 left. Oh, I'm gonna forget this one, right? Whew. Wow, I remembered them all. Alright, so this is now trying to keep up. Oh, it is. It's by charge. It's actually it's providing. Let's look at the power graph here. That's probably interesting. Power graph for the local planet. Love this. Yeah, so our consumption is a bit more than a generation because we're not generating any power. We're simply importing power. And as long as this one can keep up, that's fine. What we'll see here is that this one will, and I've had some comments about this, like, oh, don't use these because they will always go. No, they will not always go. Sorry, that's not how it works. They will go as long as they need to, or as long as it's available, but you can see quite clearly here that the amount taken out of batteries is decreasing as our consumption is decreasing. Why is the consumption decreasing? Because these will gradually be filled up to full, and once that's filled up, then we don't really have any more additional power demand, and then they will actually stop. So if I leave this planet, they will stop. We do still have, of course, power demand because, well, oops, hold on. Wow, great flying. This one is still 600 inbound. It's a bit weird that it is like this. And let's have a look at out here in the system. I don't know if everything. Oh, there's something coming in. I want to see if I could see like a flotilla of things coming in. Yep, there they are. There's something coming in here. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that line. That is brilliant. We've now our interplanetary logistics. This one has been set up, and you have all the power we could possibly need. So the one thing that I would say is that here you can see the charge. You can see how they discharge much slower. And I'm looking at this as going, it's consuming here. Why is it? It's consuming, but my satisfaction is here. Why is it still discharging? And I think that's because it keeps discharging as long as there's something demanding. And that's the part. I mean, filling up batteries, filling up the internal batteries here with our accumulators, I don't think that's great. Not when we have sufficient power from fuel. On the other hand, it doesn't really matter. One of them or the other one's gonna go. Anyway, there was one point here that did we get all of them? I think I didn't get all of them because there's one that requests warpers as well. And did we get that one? Nope. Where are you? It's what's under storage. That yeah, storage. This one's getting the warpers, and where was it? That one. Yes. So here you have warpers here. And they will now be sent out to the other locations. If only I had the logistics. And now you can see the planet is fully operational. I have everything I want here. I love this planet. It's going to be super awesome. This planet is now complete. We have completely set it up. It's requesting everything. Everything is here. It's providing sulfuric acid. It has chargers. It has power. It has everything we could ever possibly need and wish and want. So it's time for us to go back, and we're going to go back to Gedi Prime because that's sort of our intermediate stop. And then I'll just jump there, and then we'll see. Can I just let's just point in the right direction. There we go. We're good, and hit it. And here we are. Go out. I don't dare to admit how long time I spent figuring out why these were not charging, and the answer was, as you've probably been noting already in the comments, I put Tesla towers instead of wireless power tower. Wireless power tower, that's a silly name. So I was just hacking away. I was like, was this because I don't charge from accumulators? Never mind, it works now if you actually put the right item here. We are fully charged and heading back to our home world. Where might you be? This we need to find it. Get up here in the Kappa Sagittari. That's our homeworld, 4.7. Let's go there, and then we'll be happily home and living happily ever after. That was a pretty good getting out of warp. And then we just need to go on the other side of our planet here. That one. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And where is our little... There we go. There's our little ball. Yeah, I could cover it in concrete. Right now I don't really feel like it. We have another concrete ball. Everything is terraformed. And we are back to the planet. What we're going to be doing that. Oh, look at that. Electro, what is it? Carbon something. It's just awesome. Everything is awesome about this game. I mean, I have to say that at least once every episode. What we're going to do now is we are going to just look at our... where is it? Our requester. We just want to see if we have somewhere homebound here. Where is the home? Where is it? Where is it? I've been going. There we go. That one. Boom. Sulfuric acid. Yes, indeed. So we're getting stuff inbound, like lots and lots of stuff inbound. I have 8 of those are distributing. Let's see if we can do. Oh, there's another one. Let's see if we can find out where they're going. Is that that's sulfuric acid? That one. That's the one we're looking for. And that goes up to this little teeny tiny thing, which has plenty of what I need. Great. Now this one just obviously needs to be twice as big. Right, there's no reason why this one would be so bad. This is on a 12 second cycle, so I'm making 1 per second. This is pathetic. This definitely needs to be scaled up, doesn't it? Oh. And so this has been upgraded, and the good old Factorio proverb that says if in doubt double it, then in this case I would say since I'm not in doubt, I quadrupled it. So this one is using majority, or the main part is the sulfuric acid, twice as much sulfuric acid as the other one, so I take 2 belts of sulfuric acid because it's actually consuming more than 30 on one line here. And each of these are producing basically 1 every 3 seconds, because every 12 it's producing 4. So that was kind of incorrect. So I am having 48. So that is 16 per second. That should finally get us somewhere here. That is not the one I wanted. Oops. I was just thinking I was accruing this one. But look at that. That's how many we're actually having outbound now. That's great to see, because this is our main issue. Can I take these in here? Yeah, nope. So our main issue here is this one in the entire base, and also especially because I've requested so much back to the other base. That means what we've done now is that we've freed up our oil. The only thing we need oil for is plastic. So what a future project, which I don't think I want to be doing on camera, is to make a plastic build that takes that produces 30 per second. It's quite a lot, but it's just mainly making solders here and there. So I think I'll just do that for myself. We now have the interplanetary logistics getting up and running, and the reason why I set so much up on the Anchor system is because, as I mentioned, I want to build my Dyson Sphere there. So the next thing is going for the green science, and when we have the green science, we also have all the ingredients for making the launch facilities, and then we can start shipping things over to the planet or the other system if we want to, and then from there start making a lot of Dyson Sphere components. So I hope you want to join us as we sort of approach the end game, but obviously you need to scale up before reaching the end game, and I think this is what a lot of people are making mistakes of, and especially I would say my fellow YouTubers are just not building big enough. And you can easily tech up if you have one machine building greens, but that's not what I want. I want this base to be doing 30 of each science per second. Yes, that's what I want to do. So right now we're just scaling up so we can get all the things, but once we get that, we're going to make it into a mega base and build a really large Dyson Sphere around our blue star. So I hope you want to join me for that quest. There's going to be lots and lots of interesting and advanced logistics coming up. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series as much as I am, and that you'll be checking out in the future. Until next time, take care, stay effective, and remember to subscribe.